Welcome back to Deep Thought. We're going through Sonic Adventure 2, and after the tragedy that was Mat Space, I don't know why I said tragedy, we get to do another, the same Knuckles and Rouge fight, except reversed.
Yay, we kick instead of punch, so radically different.
Yeah, it's basically the same fight as it was before, except now it's kind of kicking, or I suppose.
It's the same. Don't go sugarcoating. It's exact.
Yeah.
No, this one it just lacks a bit of a punch.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I took a little longer on this one, but it still finished this up rather quickly.
The result is the same either way.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, as you see there, Rouge actually did fall into the lava, so I don't know, there may have been a threat.
Yeah, this was like the alternate universe version where Rouge died here.
Thank God. I'm sorry, that was too harsh.
She has big tits. Speaking of which.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, gotta have that shot for evidence.
Same cutscene as before, except with different music, so it's... Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Since it's the same cutscene as before, I might as well mention, I actually noticed that she has actual jiggle physics in the levels. Rouge does.
Yeah,
yeah, she does. I think they put more effort into that than Mad Space's level design, so you can see where the priorities were.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, excellent game design.
I like how
guys.
she has such big boobs, but absolutely no cleavage in this version.
Yeah, it's just like a lump stock on her chest.
Yeah. Maybe she's faking it.
Yeah, they basically made a torso and then attached those arms really awkwardly. And the head, too. And it just does not look good.
No, what I do find fascinating is in Sonic X, in the Japanese version, there were parts where they did draw in her cleavage, and then 4Kids just sort of scrubbed it out, so it ended up looking like this again in the dub.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Sonic X is Sonic X. Speaking of Sonic X, was the Japanese version better than the English dub? Because I've seen the English
There was a
dub.
scene I think in one of the Japanese episodes where Eggman comments on Rouge's tits and then Rouge just slaps him really hard in the face.
Yeah, I do remember that. But to answer your question, even the Japanese one, from everything I've seen, it's better but not good.
Oh, okay.
The 4Kids one is a special degree of shite, but it wasn't exactly great source material either.
I think I was just so blinded from excitement of seeing Sonic in cartoon form that I never realized how bad it was.
Same.
It was just really messy direction, pushing Chris Thorndike above the actual Sonic characters for a Sonic series. That doesn't seem like a very good idea from the start.
I love those goggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're really inconsistent with him putting them on and off, though.
Time for the best Eggman level in the game, and the best shooting level in my opinion.
Yeah, by quite a long shot, I would
Fucking
say.
kicks ass.
And
I'm going to say I was playing this game a few days ago, and I discovered that I do prefer Eggman's levels to Tails. So if I said anything to the opposite of that effect, my opinions have now changed.
Nice.
I do actually like the gravity things they've got going on here. It just makes Eggman feel a lot more mobile, and in a way, it does kind of make me wish we had these sort of physics with the mechs in general, because I think they do feel really heavy in some of the other levels, and this just makes it that much more fun, even if you do sacrifice the realism to a degree. But
I don't care about realism in a Sonic game.
Plus, we've got the whole hover things that sort of explains it anyway. We're using invisible magic enough as it is. We can push it a little bit more if we need to.
Yeah, the gravity mechanics in here actually do work pretty well. I will give this level that. And I do think this level is good overall. but it's not the best Eggman level. I think that honor goes to perhaps Weapons Bed, in my opinion.
That's a good second
That's
to
a
me.
good second, yeah.
Yeah. But the main reason I don't like this level as much as I do Weapons Bed, very simple. It's too long. It is far too long.
It's
It
a
is
later
long.
level, so I'll forgive it for that, because like it's the epic last Eggman level.
There are a few sections where it kind of repeats itself towards the end.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this level could have been cut in half, according to its level design, and it would have been infinitely better, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
as is,
I kind of
it's-
see where you're going, but I still didn't mind it too much.
yeah, well,
But I can see
guess.
where you're coming from.
yeah.
You still have I think I forgive that on the basis that we've got the gravity physics gimmick to work with, so there's still that little bit of novelty overhanging, but like again, it does go on a little bit. I'll give you that.
But still, I mean, freaking I racked up 90,000 points in this level. I'm
Nice.
yeah, I would be remiss in not admitting that I had some fun with this level. Yeah, especially with these sections here where you just on rails and targeting and everything and just blowing shit up. It's a lot
You
of
have
fun.
to blow up 80 artificial chaoses.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wait.
that would be Lost Impact. We're not in that game.
Oh yeah.
Although there is a level in Shadow that has quite a similar name to this in the Cosmic Fall level, which is, I believe it's the
I
sort
get
of
it.
neutral hero middle one. I love the music from that stage. The gameplay is absolute shit. That's the one that's got like I think it's the Find the Computer mission where you can just sort of fall off the wall and land on the neutral one by mistake.
Is that where
fuck
the
that
name
noise.
came from? Find the
It's-
computer room. That's where that. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
from a mission in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, from Vector's fantastic delivery of it, because I think that was
Find
from...
the computer room. That was the 4Kids Vector, yeah.
Yeah, that was Dan Green voicing him then, I think, wasn't it?
Let me take a look.
I'm surprised he didn't cuss in that game.
I would love to hear Vector swearing.
Yeah.
He's just so... Like, all the characters are swearing in that game, with the exception of Shadow. It sounds really out of place for him because of what we know of their character. Because I might as well talk about that as we've got a little while left in this stage. I don't actually mind them having swearing in a Sonic game for Shadow, but I would prefer if it
So
just
badly
was...
written, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
would prefer
the
if
issue.
it just was Shadow's character, because Shadow is like the edgy type. It makes sense for him to have a bit of a potty mouth.
It's more like a parody of the edgy type, in my opinion.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, this is something that probably sounds like the complete opposite of what most people will go for, but if they were to write it better, they might have to vary it up a bit. So if he was dropping like fucks, shits and that, as opposed to just damn, because like all the writing in that game is whenever someone else like go, oh fuck, it's like just damn, and it just sounds so unrealistic delivery. It's really jarring.
Yeah.
Just for the record, it was Jimmy Zoppy, also known as Carter Cathcart. Sorry.
Oh, that was
voiced
him. I thought it was
Shadow.
Dan. Shadow. Vector, you meaning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the 4Kids Shadow, or the 4Kids voice for.
Oh,
Okay.
I know Carter Cathcart. He was. I think he did Meowth after the 4Kids lost the dub in Pokemon. That's where I sort of know
Yeah.
him from. And he does a lot of other roles in
And,
Pokemon
and
as well.
the fact that the original Meowth voice actress died.
Yeah, she was a really good performer as Meowth,
Yeah.
I think, Maddie Blastone. She was in Shadow as well. I think she was the one who...
E123 Omega.
She has done Omega. She also did, I think, the Gun Commander.
Let me take a look because I have Wikipedia up.
Yeah, it was either the Gun Commander or the President she was the voice of.
Let me.
Yeah. Shadow the Hedgehog.
She did a lot of male characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog is a game that I have played. I very small bits though. I never really got that far. I think I got about The farthest in the game I ever got was Espio's level, and in like that arc, and I think
Oh, the sort of cyber technological level, one that completely brutally murders my eyes.
yeah. I have seen like. I mean, of course, I've seen videos about the game, so I know like how bad Lost Impact is. I know how stupid the story is. But still, I don't think it would be a bad idea for me to one day try to do maybe some sort of deep thought or playthrough of that game, because I know that some people don't have the patience for it, like Tom, like him. But
Okay.
I don't know, I could do it.
See, it's one of my instant get on Tom's nerves buttons of I just defend Shadow, because I do actually like Shadow for all its bullshit.
Yeah, you're right. Maddie Blaustein, or Blaustein, I don't know, voiced the President in Shadow, the Babylon Guardian, and E10000G and E10000R in Sonic Riders.
Wait,
and
do you
Omega
mean he or she voiced the president?
She.
Yeah,
She.
Yeah, she.
Aha! I need to go back and see that. I never noticed that. Weird.
Well, she had a very flexible voice compared to like her Meowth voice, which
And she was transgender, so.
yeah, she's male to female transgender, but she's
cool.
She had very varied voice, because she's got like this sort of peppy, upbeat sort of voice that you get with Meowth, which is, I think, probably one of her best performances and one of the best voice acting performances, because it's so spot on to Meowth's character. And then you got like these sort of deeper, sort of like, they did screw around with her voice a lot for Omega, but like, because that was it. I think she was Omega in 06, because it was her voice that got sort of really fucked around with in that weird filter they used.
Well, that was the end of Cosmic Wall, and now we get to see this cutscene again. Changed slightly towards the beginning. It just basically shows Amy just kind of sitting around. They never explain how Tails got there, though.
Well, I suppose this is after Eternal Engine, isn't it?
And frack, what was the other one? The Sonic level before Final Rush. What was that called?
Oh, Crazy Gadget.
Yeah, this is right after Crazy Gadget 2, I think.
Yeah, so Tails would have got there through Eternal Engine, and then Sonic came in through Crazy Gadget, and that's kind of where this fits. Like,
so basically, they took the beginning of that Amy cutscene, and then fast forward like 10 or 15 minutes later in the next.
Yeah.
I think maybe the shadowing was
again.
yeah, maybe the shadows are a bit different in this cutscene too, because I don't remember seeing Sonic's face
Shadow.
that dark before.
There's some weird lighting oddities, but it's never really jarring unless you're looking for it, I don't think.
So basically, same cutscene, same quality. A lot of people say this is the best cutscene in the game. I suppose. I really don't consider any of the cutscenes to be the best, but that's just me.
I just love the blank expressions. I probably commented on this last time as well, but the way they're just like derpy with their mouths open for the entire process of noticing what's going on with Sonic.
Yeah, there are a lot of like those kind of facial expressions throughout the game. There's one later in last story where Knuckles just kind of, to me, he kind of looks like an old man.
Yeah.
SA1 is great for that.
Sorry, say that again?
SA1's facial animations are perfect.
Yeah. So Sonic died. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh no, Tails, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna get your vengeance, are you? Oh god, we're not gonna have Tails. Tails, the edgy fox.
Yeah, this is where Tails cuts away and just goes on a killing spree and shit. This is like that Starbomb song.
Yeah, and I love Tails' dialogue before this boss fight begins. Like, what did you do to Sonic? I'll never forgive you. Because it's just so poorly delivered, and there's literally
Poorly
no
delivered,
emotion.
and it makes no sense. Like,
Yeah.
forgive, like, I'll never forgive you? This is your arch enemy you're talking about.
Well,
No, Tails Tails normally
It's like,
forgives people who try to kill his friends. Otherwise, otherwise it's
forgive
normally...
you for the death egg. I'll forgive you for for basically being the reason Perfect Chaos was able to, fulfill his plan. But for this, oh no.
No, this is a step too far.
Yee! Dr. Eggman in the Chao Garden!
Yeah, and Jesus Christ, he's janky.
Yeah.
Just freaky.
I love that animation where he's like walking on one leg, just because the other one doesn't animate properly.
Yeah, don't do Eggman.
I'm sending you straight to hell.
This is the Hell Garden. I love it.
Yeah. Quick thing, don't do Eggman if you're going to the Chao levels. It is fun to see him walk around and stuff, but doing everything else, like picking up chows and fruit, it's just far too finicky for it to be any good. So just go with the smaller characters.
Does the lava hurt you?
No, they swim in it like they swim in the water in the other gardens.
I don't think that Chao would still be alive if that water was lava.
Hey, you never know, like it might be a firepower one. No, that's the Ron type that's evolved, doesn't it? Like you can tell it's got these spikes to look sort of like Shadow, which I think's cool.
Yeah, that was Emmy, I think. She evolved first. Spike has it. Spike will evolve. We're gonna show off that because I forgot to do that in the last couple episodes. But yeah, this is a new Chao that we had. I decided to make it dark as well because, well,
Eggman, not here. We're in public.
Yeah. Yeah. The fruit here is kind of different as well, but I think you don't really.
It's functionally the same.
Yeah, all the fruits are pretty much the same thing. I guess some of the chows have their own preferences, but I guess it just comes down to how fast they eat it and how much of it they'll eat.
Yeah, I'm a Chao.
Yeah, I named it after you, Flame. Aren't you proud?
Yay! I get to be a dark one and everything. I love this.
Yeah, both you and me, I get to be dark ones.
Oh,
do with that what you will. But now we're gonna go back to the neutral garden and just check up on these chow. Mia still hasn't evolved yet, but and neither has Spike. But as I said, Spike will. So we're gonna...
How do you get them to evolve?
It's just a thing they evolve over time. I'm not sure exactly how much. I think it's like a certain number of hours in the game.
I think it's...
But always...
At the minimum is about 3 to 5 hours. Yeah, but before we see him evolve, we gotta do some more races.
The climbing race.
Who's the orange one?
Yeah, he's the orange one. He's the one that's different from the other
one?
ones.
That's that Spike one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Spike.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the early races, as far as I recall, they all have like a particular gimmick. So like we saw the swim one earlier on. This one's the power one, which it just makes them climb.
Yeah.
I think there's like a valley sort of one where they get a boost if they can fly well as well.
Yeah, we're gonna cut to another race almost immediately. Now Neko. I call him Mia for some reason. Neko's gonna be doing the running race. I don't show off the flying race because I couldn't capture any footage of them doing it well enough because they always ended up in last place. But anyways, this is probably the most adorable one because they're all just running. Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I the bunny?
You're the bunny.
Come on. This part is dedicated to Vivian again.
Yeah. I like how far ahead you are as well.
It feels like I'm like racing in the Special Olympics, but I'm like the one person who isn't, you know?
That's some sort of handicap.
Yeah, and then there's the stamina mechanic that allows them to kind of run faster. But if you run out of that,
Pets!
then your chow's gonna not win the race.
You get pats from Dr. Eggman.
Yeah. Weird thing that happens to the fruit in this garden, every time you go in there into the cave and then come back out, it changes. So it can change to this.
That's the evolution animation.
Just one thing I noticed, Eggman's dick must be like so fucking tightly packed against that goddamn body thing he has on.
Thank God for his micro dick.
Shush.
Yeah, what happens when they reach their period of evolution? They go into this little cocoon for a little while. You sort of stand there awkwardly waiting. And
Can
then
you throw it at the wall?
no, you can't actually interact with it at all while it's in there. But this one, I take it this is the flying. This has got a bit of flying dominance by the way it's got nice little horn things.
Yes, it does. I think in an earlier episode we got to see it kind of flying from one of the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we get to carry it over to the Dark World.
Yeah, there is a sort of second evolution stage, which I can't remember the exact requirements, but they're like very precise ones, where like most chao will just die after their second evolution. Some of them have like another form, which is like a perfect form, so like it might be perfect dark run or perfect hero speed or like
Why
swim.
is the shadow of a hedgehog?
Well, they do actually look like it, and their little ball things above their heads turn into flames,
Oh, cool.
which I think is pretty cool.
The music in the Dark Garden is so cool. It's like something I'd listen to while getting high.
Yeah.
I tried to get this thing to fly, but it wouldn't fly. So,
It wouldn't fly, so I threw it instead.
see. Yeah, so this is the last Chow episode, unfortunately, but I hope you guys had fun with it. See you next time on Deep Thought.